Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Sports Binge. It's your boy once again, Will Cotry the second. I just want to. Sorry, I've been out for a couple of weeks. There's other stuff been going on, especially like the same story throughout this whole summer. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys really quick about the Cutler signing with the Miami Dolphins. It was went down yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, he agreed to a deal. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, that Cutler and the Dolphins have agreed to a deal, and obviously, that was in the wake of Ryan Tannehill, their starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, going down with a serious injury. So a lot of people have been speculating if it's going to be season ending, and with this signing with Cutler, I think that may be the case. It may come into fruition that Ryan Tannehill will miss the entire 2017 season, which is very unfortunate for them because he was a very, very talented quarterback. Even though I've never been the biggest fan of Ryan Tannehill throughout his career, it never really wowed me as a person. But he's a capable guy. He can really do a marginal job, to say the least. But anyway, going back to Cutler. So this is really interesting signing because it just goes back to show you about the situation with Colin Kaepernick. Obviously, he's now infamous for his stance against the national anthem. A lot of people really took issue with that in the last calendar year or so. But I think what troubles me about this Cutler signing is that this guy is coming from retirement, and he's been on the record saying that he just doesn't have the desire to play football anymore. So, and it's crazy because the Miami Dolphins, they would rather take a chance on a guy like Cutler, who's been notorious, who's infamous with his personality, his lack of attractive personality, I guess like an aloof nature that he carries about himself. And it's really, especially on the field, he's never been the greatest quarterback. He's always been one of the more talented quarterbacks. He's always been considered that, and also a guy, who's been considered a guy who has great potential if you really put it all together on the football field. But nonetheless, he just haven't given the results, and he's been in the league since about 2006 maybe, if I remember. So 10 years, 10, 11 years, and we're still talking about your potential. That you just are what you are at this point, to be honest with you. And what's really troublesome about it, the bigger picture about this signing of Cutler is that Colin Kaepernick is still without a job in the NFL. And it's really a shame that he's really being blackballed. Yes, he's being blackballed by the NFL and their owners. A lot of people may, say otherwise, but I don't think that's the case anyway. I think it's idiotic to think that he's not being blackballed at this point. For you to come to for a team to be desperate enough to sign a guy who was in retirement. We're going to the analyst booth at some point this year, probably this year, I assume. And just lost the passion for the game. For them to make that signing and not sign Colin Kaepernick, a guy who's one of the more physically gifted quarterbacks I've ever seen, even though it was short-lived, his playing time at his peak early in his career. In his second year, he broke out onto the scene thanks with large help with the read option outbreak in the National Football League back in 2012. Really propelled San Francisco, although they already had a complete team on both sides anyway. His physical nature and his athletic ability really raised their ceiling once Alex Smith went down with the injury. And with help with the read option, his dual threat nature, they got him to the Super Bowl before losing to the Baltimore Ravens. But anyway, it just doesn't make sense to me, honestly. Like I said, Cutler, he's been one of the more talented quarterbacks in the league in the last decade, but it just hasn't materialized into much success in his career, especially for the teams that he's played for. But Colin Kaepernick, this guy has been to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship game the very next year. When you have the pieces around him to really help him out, and he's going to do the stuff he does athletically, I would think that even a guy in his late 20s will have more upside than a guy in his approaching his mid 30s. He's not exactly in football shape after declaring his retirement, and who's going to go in the booth. It just doesn't add up to me, honestly. And it's unfortunate that Colin Kaepernick has to suffer through this situation for his moral sake. and I have so much respect for him, but I just don't have respect for this signing right here. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section, online. You can hit me up. But just tell me what you think. Do you think now, before I end, I will say this. While Jake Cutler does have a relationship with Adam Gase, the coach, during his time in Chicago, I just feel like they had a much higher ceiling with Colin Kaepernick, with a younger guy with a better football body at this point in time. But that obviously, teams are going to do what they have to do for what they quote unquote feel is right for their own team and their own brand. Anyway, I just want to hear you guys' opinions, see what you guys have to say. So, yeah, like I said, it really doesn't add up to me. It's just an asinine signing, to be honest with you. To be transparent as possible about it. But just comment in the section. I just want to share my thoughts with you guys on this signing. Once again, Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed by the NFL owners. I wish other NFL players, all of his other contemporaries, would really step in and just to speak out against this travesty that's going on with this NFL quarterback, who really still has a lot to offer, even in his mid to late 20s. He still has a lot to offer for a team, not just for media attention, but more so just even on the field. Me being a Saints fan, if Drew Brees were to go down, I would trust Colin Kaepernick to come in and just hold the fort down more so than a guy like Garrett Grayson at this point. But anyway, just show me your thoughts, you guys. Once again, this is how I feel about the situation. But I just want to see what you guys think. So once again, thank you so much. God bless you all. Have a great day.